Hello students, today in this video we are going to do pronouns part 3. So in our previous videos we have done the definition of pronouns, kinds of pronouns and position of pronouns. Let's see what's next. So pronouns. Pronouns are the words which are the replacing words of the nouns. Let's see how. Pronouns I, it, you, they, we, she, he, these all words are known as pronouns. These words take the place of a noun. This is my father. My father is tall. So this is my father. Father is noun here, and this my father has been replaced with the word he. So what you can do here? He, right? So he is what? Pronoun here. Next sentence is, this is my mother. My mother is beautiful. So mother is what? Noun, and that would be replaced by she. So at the place of my mother here, I may write down she, right? So this she is what? Pronoun. I have a pet. The pet is a dog. So pet is what here? Noun, and this pet I can replace with it. So this is again what? Pronoun. Next we have to do today indefinite kind of pronouns. So indefinite pronouns are what? Let's see through definition. But have a look of the words before that. Anybody, everybody, nobody, somebody, all, anyone, everyone, no one, someone, none. So these two boxes you can use for persons. This you have to take care. For persons you can use this, and this last box you have to use for things, right? So this is what? This is indefinite pronoun. Next is indefinite pronoun refers to one or more unspecified persons. What is it? Unspecified, which is not specific, or the things or the objects, that is they refer to the people or the things, saying exactly who or what they are. Let's see the example of indefinite pronoun. Somebody told me to drink lots of water. So here this word somebody is working as an indefinite pronoun, because the person who is speaking, he or she is not. So he or she is not specified here. That's why it is written somebody, right? So that is indefinite pronoun. Next one, let's see. Do not introduce a clause. These indefinite pronouns, they do not introduce a clause, means they do not separate the clause. Words ending in one or body are used for people, that I have already told you, and the words ending in thing like anything, everything, something are used for things. So this is very important point which you have to note down. Next, let's see examples of indefinite pronouns. It is nobody else offered to go out. So what is this? Nobody. Nobody is referring to a person. So it is what? Indefinite pronoun. There is nothing interesting in the book. So here it is nothing, thing. So this we are telling to a thing. No one believes them. No one is referring to a person. And in next sentence it is everything. Everything was ready for the party. So this is, we are talking about a thing which is not specified here. Was there anyone you knew at the school? So this anyone is for a person. Would you like something to drink? So this what? Something is what here? This is indefinite pronoun once again. Someone knows where she is. So someone is referring here to a person who is unidentified, unspecific, right? So that is what? Someone. Everybody loves Mary. So where everybody is working as an indefinite pronoun. Next one is they were staying in somebody's car. So this is also indefinite pronoun. I think this is somebody else's coat. So this is indefinite possessive pronoun here once again. Let's see next. Next kind of pronoun which we have to do today is interrogative pronouns. So interrogative pronouns are which one? These are used to for introducing the questions, and the second one is these refers to the nouns we don't know, like what, when, where. These words, the WH family words, are used as in interrogative pronouns. For example, let's see, when we are asking about who, where who is used, let's see. It is used when the pronoun is the subject. It refers to a person, like who made the birthday cake. So who, where we have to use when we are talking about a person, when we want to inquire about a person, like who made the birthday cake. So who is working as an interrogative pronoun here. Next is the use of whom, WHOM, whom. It is used when the pronoun is the object, and object I have told you in the last video also, object comes after the verb, right? It refers to a person. Now whom are you going to invite? Whom means kisko, so it is what? Whom here. So whom refers to a person. Okay, these things you have to keep in mind. Next, whose word shows the possession. It refers to a person, like whose camera is this. So this we have to write use for a person. Next one is what is used for both subject and object. It refers to a thing. Here, what is your friend's name? So this is working as an interrogative pronoun here. Next one is which is used for both subject and object. It refers to a person or a thing, like which of these books is yours. So which of these, which is working as a interrogative pronoun. So you have to take care only when the words are WH family, belong to WH family, and they are working as a pronoun, they are asking a question, that time it is working as a interrogative pronoun. Next is relative pronouns. Next and the last kind is relative pronoun. So we have studied earlier too that relative pronouns are again the WH family words, and that also. How it works, let's see, and how it is different from interrogative pronouns, that we have to say. Interrogative pronoun we have done, they are used to ask questions, WH family words. But relative pronouns are the pronouns which are used to join two sentences together. Let's see, it is written here, appear in complex sentences and refer to a noun in the main clause. Generally and in simple language, it means these pronouns are used to join two sentences together. Clear? Let's see this. Relative pronouns are who, whoever, whom, whomever, which, whichever, that, and whose, right? But this WH family word should not use to ask the question. If these are asking question, then it is interrogative. If these are not asking questions, then it is relative pronouns. Next one, let's see the examples. Relative pronouns, who or whoever, modify the subject, right? Refer only to the people. Let's see, the princess was looking for the maiden who had left her shoes at the ball. So this word who is not used to ask the question, but this word who is used to relate two sentences, is used to join two sentences, and the sentence which is there, that is complex sentence here. Clear? This you have to keep in mind always. You just forget about this complex and all that, but when you are talking about this pronouns here, so you have to take care that relative pronouns which belongs to WH family should be used to join two sentences together. That's it. Okay, let's see next example. which and whichever modify both the subjects and objects, refer to things, qualities and ideas. This is the same story which you told me. So here which word is working as an relative pronoun. This is joining two sentences together. Next sentence is relative pronoun modifies both subject. It is again same, the same thing is that. Okay, but Daria wants to compose a song that will reflect her love for grammar. So which word is there that is used as a relative pronoun which is joining two sentences together. So that's all about the relative pronouns. Let's see the last one, whose. Whose shows the possession. It refers to the people, thing, qualities and ideas. For example, whose umbrella is this? Whose umbrella is this? Is it a relative pronoun? So what is this? This is